Love Crew. Goodness, I combined that one, didn't I? Angels of Love and Light, I welcome you in to, do the same old good stuff. Well, everything is like scrunched up. Hold on, give me a second. Let me just readjust here. Okay, just trying to live my life. Wanted to do a quick and simple reading. Using 3 decks. Okay, I think I got it. Okay. Alright, anyway. Okay, so what's to unfold and things to unneed. Something about something's in the oven, something's baking. Oh my gosh, what is going on here? Jeez. I promise you this fits well. Anyway, whatever. Whatever's clever. Is it unbuttoning? Holy smokes, we're having wardrobe malfunctions here. Gosh. Okay. What's to unfold and things to unneed. So what's to unfold is sufficiency and happiness. This is contentment. This is fulfillment. Being able to have the pleasures that are natural, as well as things that are kind of more of like the man-made items of like what we perceive to be happiness. And usually that means turning a new leaf. For some this means sobriety, because of the turned over cups. Okay, it's actually raining happiness here, and it's fueling the things that are coming through organically. So when it comes like working hard for something that is like something that we're invested in on this earthly plane, okay, things that we are actively trying to contribute and make happen, like realize, just this signifies like the bucket list, the etheric bucket list. And so it's raining down, and it's like raining on our parade, which is actually our pathway of sustenance. These are the things that happen organically. These are the things that come to a surprise for us, that are usually underrated. But this is what beautifies the environment, without with or without manipulation. So that's what's to unfold. Okay. And when we're talking about baking bread, once you knead it, you can't unknead it, right? So where are we going with this? Because I was told to do it like this. This is kind of like watching ourselves, policing ourselves, but more so just like being our own spirit guides in that matter. So it's like we've been given enough material by our appointed guides, our spirit guides, in order to kind of mirror that role. If we can mirror on this plane as well as we do, basically throw down with anybody else who has a problem with our stuff or whatever, or with their own stuff, then we should be able to do that on a higher plane. So I feel like that's what's happening here. Don't do anything that you might regret is the common cliche of advice. And so this is an act of discipline. Yeah. This is to prevent buyer's remorse. I wonder why it's like that. Why is it like that? We'll get a clarifier from the other deck on the 9 of Wands. So, So you show up, you clock in. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. So that's what I'm hearing in my head, more so. Like, that's the overarching theme. Don't do anything I wouldn't do is what our higher selves are saying. Huh. I don't feel like I'm in that kind of territory, though. I wonder why I would get that. So when you show up, I think there's actually new events that are unfolding. There are things that are about to happen which are so new and so elevated. When you expand your options, like, it's kind of like the world is eye candy. So is that what's happening? Give me a second. What's the clarifier for that card, Archangel Michael? On things to need, 9 of fire. Okay, it came in inverted. Again, 9. So we got triple 9s here. And it's, oh my gosh, quadruple 9s. It's facing the 9 of Pentacles. That's weird. We got all the 9s except for the Hermit card. Oh wait, this one also turned up. Ace of Pentacles. Okay. So this, why do we have quadruple 9s? What does that even mean? That this is like leave no stone unturned card, because it was somehow flipped into there, backpacked by the 9 of Pentacles. So this is something about being funded. It's like all events, all whirlwinds of events lead up to this point of contributions. Like actually, the whirlwind of events are contributions to this singular big investment. Okay? It makes our ancestors cry. That's interesting. So there's been a lot of sacrifice, because we see an eagle's head kind of like ripped off, like cut off. So there has been deliberate sacrifices made and taken for. So it wasn't like like when you're put in a position to be brave, but at the same, like, because you're put in an environment, like you get deployed to a certain place where it's known for its chaos, but you're like in a different division of military, which doesn't put you in the line of fire directly. So it's like, it's almost like you're I don't want to say false bravery, but the threat is minimized. So when I say deliberate sacrifice, it's the element where you're going to be put in this chaotic place and in the line of fire, and so lives were lost, if not compromised. So that's what that card symbolizes. And you can see that here by dissection. It's not even cross section, it's live dissection. Yeah, you see all of those coins? Holy smokes. Yeah. So what they're saying is it wasn't all for nothing here. There's a lot of backstabbing here. It almost gives me the vibe of 10 of Swords, how, but it was in such close proximity that it created this incision. So this is independence. This is freedom, actually. That's what that means. This is knowing what guts you have. You see? That it doesn't just hit home, but it hits the personal temple, different facets of yourself. What keeps you alive. It's hitting like every major organ. So there's some dramaticism to this, like dun 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 dun. That's the organ playing. So also very like Dracula-like. I don't know why I would get that, but there's obvious blood here. Like just a thin, like it's a thin line between love and hate. There's a thin line between what's encased here and the potential to tap into, it's the closest proximity to blood. So this has to do with family. And if we're looking at, every relationship, it kind of mirrors, it's relationships are very much like parallel. So it doesn't have to be like in the familial sense, but we're also looking at the work environment, because it's a different kind of housing, a home. And the behaviors might have a different flavor, but the dynamics can be very much the same. So we're looking at that. And the Nine of Wands, I'm reaching for the Nine of Pentacles. This is freedom. This is a saving grace. This is help from someone who has healed. Who knows what it takes to heal? What the antidote is. So even though this person is kind of covered up, it does not, we can't tell whether or not they've actually gone through the same thing. We cannot make the assumption that this person has not. In fact, if we're going to make any assumption, we would know that this person has gone through this. And they're just covering up their wounds. They already have it like up in their head. They already understand what that is, what it feels like. This is kind of like, what's his name? Death. It's not Death Proof. What is his name? He looks like Spider-Man, but he's like in black. I think that, no. What is his name? Death Proof. What is it? He's funny though. Ryan Reynolds plays him. Deadpool. Yeah, Deadpool. This is kind of like Deadpool here. Yeah. So this is a clarifier for this. I needed. Showing up, don't do anything I wouldn't do. So independence, freedom. Okay, so this is I guess this is a clarifier for the combination cards here. Because something big is about to change. Like something big, there's a big change happening. And when you get that freedom, it's kind of like when they say, don't do anything I wouldn't do. They're saying, like, when you get that first taste of college, don't fuck it up, I mean, it's kind of normal to get a little experimental, I suppose. But this is to proceed with caution. I don't know if, like, it's to get paranoid over anything, but they're certainly saying that much. Okay, let me see here. So the clarifier for the Nine of Cups. Let's roll out. Okay, Way of the Cross, Ten of Swords. So you know, when they say no pain, no gain, this is not like an isolated event where we've already, at least I've experienced enough pain. That's enough for me. I've had my, I've met my threshold on that. In fact, I could probably take some more, but it's okay. It's okay. um, Spirit is giving us the option to opt out of that, which I am. So this happiness, this fulfillment, that's like finally coming through in its most substantial sense. It's ready. It's here. It also goes with the pairing of the pain of someone else that this is karma. This is karma. The Ten of Swords coming right through, especially after this happening. So those swords are going to get diverted back. It's going to be boomeranged back to the original senders, and it's going to be so on point, so exact. This is slaying angel style. In fact, this is like the Christmas for us. We've been on the nice list. So it's because they said slay, so this is the angels coming in, basically with their harvesting bag, and they're swooping over, kind of like the angels of death. But they're doing their job. They're doing, they're working their magic. The way of the cross. That's interesting. But it's very much on point. So, it's knocking down those pins. That's what they said. Okay, anything else that you want to convey, Archangel Michael? I think Archangel Michael is leading this one. Leading this effort. Okay, so it fell back onto the 9 of Wands here. I am shocked, let me tell you, that we got 4 9s in a row. Between, was it 2 different decks? Let me see here. No, it was, between 2 different decks. That's so crazy. 7 of Wands in reverse and the Knight of Swords. Things are coming in fast to humble. They're saying leave it to Beaver. But yeah, this is actually this is so crazy. So even like the nicest angels are coming through. Like, this is like leave it to Beaver, basically. Such old school innocence coming through to batter up and handle things quickly, swiftly, efficiently, just the way it should be done. In a way that there is no required do-over. It's going to be like great. That's some reassurance. Wow. That's some serious help right there, especially if it fell on that. So there's definitely some clocking in to make that happen. You know what I just realized? We got 4 9s, but we didn't get the representation of all the 9s. We have a double in the 9 of fire, which is showing up. So this is a meetup in the middle. This is a rendezvous in the ethers. This is, spiritually speaking, like, things are happening now. That's crazy. I feel so. No, I'm not going to just say I feel, but that's one way to take it. Besides, I am and I feel, and I'm grateful to feel in conjunction with I am. But I can finally identify with feeling privileged by the help that I have, by the subtle proposals of assistance that I have. And so I have to say thank you. Absolutely thank you for that offering. And to keep along the lines of discretion. At this time, I feel that maybe I need to pull some cards on this privately, but I feel that it is enough to acknowledge by the acceptance of such proposals. Very, very subtly speaking, but huge gestures coming from those from where it came from. They told me that, you know, my inner, like, divine core team told me that I should be able to accept assistance, and I don't even know what that means. Except, thank you. But I know that any regular person who are like ladder climbers and what do you call them? What is it? Opportunists, that they would take full advantage and like dive in and, you know, basically make that call and do, I guess, work their swagger in the ask of something more. But I feel like that's not my style. And even without ego involved, I just feel like I don't, how do I say it? I feel like it's, I don't want to say lame, because I don't want to talk poorly on anybody else who does that. I just feel like nothing should be forced. And if my hands are tied and I am forced, if I am kind of thrown under the bus to the point where I do not have a job, of course, I will make those calls. But I find it very strange and it's just not the way I do things. If a resource is provided as an SOS, I will treat it like an SOS. But I won't cross that bridge unless that's my only bridge to move forward. I just feel like there's more faith held in other routes to make things happen. I don't know. That's just what I feel like. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me see here. Could I be wrong about that? Should I be like making those calls? I think there needs to be a house clearing first. That's what it is. I feel like I shouldn't be put in a position that is where I could, it's like being in the middle of a divorce and the kid's like, you know, being asked certain questions of this and that. And it, like, there's already enough stress in the neighborhood. Thinking about it like that makes me feel sad. So, there needs to be a house clearing first. before I open up with an ask. And I think the resources that have been provided, those sources are extremely intelligent. IQ, EQ, all of that. And so I just appreciate the extension, the materialization of gestures. So what do you want to say, Archangel Michael, about that? The Wheel of Fortune and the Emperor in reverse, both of them in reverse, for sure they got me. It's, they wouldn't get me if they didn't understand me. So this is secretly saying, I got you. It's very nice. It's like under their wing. Sweet. Sweet. Yeah. So it's really cool. It's kind of like when you get to know somebody, like their sweet spots or their soft spots, you don't take advantage of that. Like you're supposed to respect that access point. You don't name drop just because, just because you can. So that it's, when I look at the extension of like those gestures, those kind gestures, I see it within that same light. Yeah. All right, anything else that you want to say about this? Oh, booty doop da. Oh, karma. Look at that. Justice, 11. And what fell on top of the Ace of Pentacles is the Devil card. Karma is coming in absolutely aggressively. 2 major arcana, and this one falling on the funded part. Justice is absolutely coming through. This is justice and judgment doing a major collab. Yeah, it's crazy. And this is the representation of an owl. Do you see the eyes there on the body there? This is kind of like an extraterrestrial version of an owl. Looking at that, it is the owl hidden in plain sight of the like a hybrid of the High Priestess. You see the crown chakra booming with strategy. Something about working with Ruby. Something Ruby Soho. Destination unknown. Ruby Soho. That's crazy. Anyway. Oh, hi. Thank you. Anything else that you want to say, Archangel Michael? Before I close this out, 28:31 on the clock. This is really good. Okay. Ace of Swords inverted. This is great. This is, like, what is that? There's a game show that's like, they're like, where you have different routes, and I think there's something about a lifeline. This is kind of the lifesaver, the lifeline, the extension of truth that's like asserted, like, here, you can take this. You can defend yourself now. Oh my goodness, I'm being armed. Oh my goodness. Somebody is lending me their sword, part of their power, basically. This is not just one person. It sounds like several people. And this is both a truce and a partnership, an agreement. Like, this is like kind of a blood-bound thing. In the ethers. Like, I haven't done any ritual that I'm aware of that would kind of solidify this. But this is fortified bonds. So we share the same truths, we understand the same, we stand for the same thing. And so somebody is lending me their sword. So I'm very well armed. I can defend myself as equivalent to them. Do you know, this is like big brother energy. This is not just like somebody who wants to romanticize you and, you know, like, I got to give something in order to get something back. This is like big brother energy. A good kind. So that's sweet. Thank you. Okay, these two. So 8 of Swords in reverse. It is basically an unbinding, a release, again, freedom. This is freedom. Yeah. Okay, so the last 3 cards here is the Magician in reverse, the King of Cups, and the 7 of Cups. So, wow. This is wonderful because this is an unbinding from 3 different, like, this is actually, you know, the giving tree. That's what I'm getting here. This is the giving tree of 2 different kinds of partnerships that I can say I have access to. Highly intuitive, as well as those that are undercover practitioners. These are people that work in love and light, and those that don't necessarily work in love and light unless they work with me. This, like, I offer redemption to a certain degree. This is not an absolute freebie card, but this is a way to soften the blow for sure. That's wonderful. This is so crazy. Oh, okay. So, both are very well versed. But the King of Cups can definitely lay things to rest. That is the Jesus Christ energy. That is spirit, the God, the true source. It like just dressed in casual. But this is different layers of undercover energy. Very interesting. Okay, so there's that, and then the last cards in here. Okay, wait. The bottom of the deck on that is a 6 of Pentacles in reverse. It is time to receive or call back power. And then the top of the deck, 2 of Wands. We sized it up correctly. This is a perfect fit. Fits like a glove mentality, okay? So, 6 of Pentacles in reverse, so I need the Priestess in reverse. So, yeah, it's knowing when to retract, withdraw. So just because we're given that sword doesn't mean that we're like going like AWOL with it, okay? All right, anything else from here? Oopsie, 20% battery. Anything else I want to say from here? Final cards, Archangel Michael. Okay. Oh, that's a lot. Okay. Okay, so some are on here. Okay, but 10 of Wands. Sister of Cups, so that's Page of Cups. 9 of Cups. 2 of Pentacles in reverse. 4 of Wands in reverse. King of Cups in reverse, and 9 of Swords, High Priestess, and 3 of Wands. So something's coming in, but it's like the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria. But wait, there's more, because it's not just the ships. It's what's on the inside that counts. So there's an absolute inner knowing that is magnified here. There are other High Priestess energies coming through, but they're in the upright. There's no bullshit there. They have huge emphasis, like major gifts, that they come in disguised. When I say disguised, they're not going to straight up say, like, they're probably not going to be decked out in crystals or like looking all woo woo, but they are high priestesses, let me tell you. There's a huge emphasis here. So something about major undercurrents, that they're assisting with training on. What the heck? Hold on. Yep. They're here to assist with training and balance, like kind of I wouldn't say they're superior, but they know how to move in ways in which I must learn. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Okay. So, but they offer, they're good vibes, they're good people. They're happy on their own, and they have a certain fondness, a certain admiration um for my absolute fire. That's crazy. They've seen that I've taken on a lot, and so they're willing to assist on how to basically navigate, um just train me on a few things. This is very, I never ever get anything like this. I'm just supposed, when I can read with ease, I know it's accurate. Like, it wouldn't just show up like this. It's just like like a connecting the dots. But this is a partial form of the Ten of Cups, and like coming to the table with their assistance, because this is 10 right here in plain sight. And we've seen the Ten of Cups come through and through again, and then backed by the 10 of fire here, or backing the 10 of fire here. Excellent. Okay, so there's that. And then what's on my left wrist? It is the Sun card. It is the Strength card. It is 7 of Wands. And the Lover's card in reverse here. This is like happiness, just like on steroids. Like somebody is absolutely high. Oh my god. You know, this is a planted seed, like, shh, don't tell anybody. But at the same time, while trying to keep it secret, it's like, you ever put your finger, test like your fingers, over a major flashlight, and you can still see right through it? Same shit. Same shit, different finger, basically. Something about bird doesn't work, blah blah blah, bird. Because it's like flipping the finger, but it's like same story. You can't hide it. It's still glowing. What? Okay. Bottom of the deck is Ace of Wands, for sure. Talk about that flashlight. Again, is that Parliament? That's flashlight right there. Okay. Oh, I'm curious. So then, Sister of Swords. So that's on Page of Swords. It's learning. But this is a heavy hitter. Again, we have transition, butterfly. This is like the perfect transition in your PowerPoint slide. I don't know if that's even possible, but okay. We'll say it is possible, okay? I've never experienced it by my own hands. Like, oh, that was a perfect PowerPoint. Anyway, the top of the deck here is, again, 10 of Cups in reverse. This is delivering. Absolute happiness. This is the Trophy Cup tenfold. Everybody coming in to the table, prepared, winning it. It's not like, oh, why did you get that? Why didn't I get that? Everybody knows what they brought to the table. They are absolute trophies, absolute gems. This is the heralding of new times. That's crazy. So what's your takeaway? Our takeaway, anyway. 3 of Pentacles in reverse. There's a disintegration, a little bit of a discombobulation, dissipation. I'm hearing anticipation by, is it Carly Simon? I don't know what that means because I don't remember what she says. But that's what that is. Okay. So let's leave the mystery according to, like, just flow organically. What is my takeaway? Just my takeaway. Bloop. Psh. 8 of Swords in reverse. Getting untrapped again. That's excellent. We forgot to get it from here. What is your takeaway or our takeaway? Huh? Bloop. 3 of Pentacles upright. What? No freaking way. That's the first time that has ever happened. You know what that means? One thing out and in with another. Let me tell you. I said it. I am manifesting it. I have petitioned for it. It is done. So I don't know how many revolutions of that's going to happen, but it's happening. It's safe to say. What's my takeaway, Archangel Michael? Final one before we close. Ace of Wands in reverse. Just saying I got the power. And I don't have to prove it. The flashlight is on me. The spotlight is on me. I got the fingers. I got the feelers. Interesting. Oh, you know what I'm hearing? By the Beatles, I got a feeling deep inside. I can't hide. No. That's crazy. Okay, that's a lot of information. Okay, that's it for now. Where's my... There. Okay, thank you so very much. That was an awesome reading. I was supposed to use 3 decks, but then I didn't, so now we have 2, and that's the way it's supposed to roll. We got all the messages that we needed to. We didn't need any excess things to unneed. Otherwise, this would have been probably an hour or something read, but it's all good. So, thank you for all donations provided in light and love. I certainly appreciate it. But now that this reading is officially over, upon closing the portals in this reading, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine with their appropriate karmas due, assisting with a sequence of rollout in light and love. I close the portals in this reading now.